Lucille Ball, born Lucille Desiree Ball in 1911 in Jamestown, New York, came from a life that was far removed from the glamour she would later embody. Her childhood was marked by both imagination and early tragedy. She lost her father at a very young age, an event that deeply shaped her emotional world and left a lasting sense of longing and resilience. Raised primarily by her mother and extended family, Lucille often found herself moving between homes, never fully anchored in one place. This early sense of instability quietly influenced her later ability to adapt, perform, and reinvent herself. As a young girl, she was drawn to the idea of performance, first dreaming of becoming a dancer. She trained seriously and showed promise, but circumstances forced her to shift directions. Even then, she never let go of her desire to entertain. Instead of breaking her spirit, early setbacks sharpened her determination. Those who knew her in youth often described her as observant, energetic, and unafraid of failure. These qualities would later become the foundation of a career that changed television forever. Struggles, ambition, and the road to Hollywood. Lucille Ball's journey into entertainment was far from smooth. In New York, she attempted formal training in acting but faced discouragement early on when instructors questioned her talent. Rather than giving up, she used criticism as fuel, returning to modeling and small acting jobs to survive. These early years were defined by persistence rather than success. Eventually, she made her way to Hollywood, where she spent years taking on minor roles in films that rarely placed her in the spotlight. She appeared in dozens of productions, often as background characters, chorus girls, or supporting roles that barely hinted at her future stardom. Yet every experience added to her understanding of timing, expression, and camera work. She studied how scenes were built, how comedy landed, and how emotions translated on screen. What set her apart was not immediate fame, but her refusal to disappear into obscurity. Even when the industry overlooked her, she continued refining her craft quietly and steadily, preparing for a breakthrough that would eventually redefine her entire life. Love, partnership, and the birth of a television legend. Lucille Ball's life changed dramatically when she met Desi Arnaz during the filming of Too Many Girls. Their connection was immediate and intense, marked by both attraction and creative energy. Despite differences in background and personality, they married quickly, beginning a relationship that would become one of Hollywood's most iconic yet complicated partnerships. Together, they faced skepticism from studios and networks, particularly when Lucy insisted that Desi play her on-screen husband in what would become I Love Lucy. At the time, television executives doubted whether audiences would accept them as a couple, but Lucy and Desi believed in their chemistry and pushed forward with determination. The result was groundbreaking. When the show premiered in 1951, it quickly became a national sensation, drawing millions of viewers each week. Lucy's physical comedy, fearless performances, and impeccable timing made her a household name. Behind the laughter, however, their marriage was under strain, shaped by long working hours, personal differences, and the pressures of fame. The success of I Love Lucy and its hidden strain. I Love Lucy became more than a television show, it became a cultural phenomenon that defined an era. At its peak, it reached audiences in the tens of millions, making Lucille Ball one of the most recognizable figures in America. Her character's humor, vulnerability, and creativity broke new ground for women in comedy. She was not just a performer reacting to situations, she was often the driving force behind them. The show's success also led to the creation of Desi Lou Productions, giving Lucy and Desi unprecedented control over their careers. However, behind the scenes, the pressures of success began to affect their relationship. Long hours, creative disagreements, and personal struggles created emotional distance between them. While audiences saw laughter and harmony, Lucy often faced emotional exhaustion privately. The contrast between public image and private reality became increasingly difficult to maintain. Even as the show ended in 1957, its impact endured, but so did the emotional weight carried by its stars, especially Lucy, who had invested deeply in both her career and her marriage. Personal challenges and emotional resilience. Outside of her professional success, Lucille Ball's personal life was marked by both joy and hardship. Her marriage to Desi Arnaz eventually ended, but it remained a defining chapter in her emotional journey. After their separation, she took a bold step by purchasing Desilu Productions, becoming one of the first women to lead a major Hollywood studio. This achievement marked a significant milestone in entertainment history, proving her strength beyond performance. At the same time, she faced challenges within her family life, including the struggles of raising children in the public eye. Fame brought scrutiny that affected her children deeply, adding emotional complexity to her already demanding life. Despite these pressures, Lucy remained focused on her work, continuing to influence television production and support new creative projects. Her resilience was evident in how she handled both professional setbacks and personal difficulties. Even during difficult times, she maintained her sense of humor and determination, refusing to be defined solely by hardship or loss. Later years and life beyond the spotlight. As Lucille Ball grew older, her presence in Hollywood shifted from leading star to respected icon. She appeared less frequently on screen but remained deeply involved in the industry. Her later television comeback was met with mixed responses, reflecting how much the entertainment landscape had changed. While it was not the same success as her earlier work, it demonstrated her willingness to continue evolving and trying new things. Outside of entertainment, she focused on personal relationships and maintaining a quieter life. She remarried Gary Morton, who provided stability and companionship during her later years. Although their relationship was different from her intense bond with Desi, it offered comfort and consistency. Lucy also spent more time reflecting on her career, often watching old episodes of I Love Lucy and remembering the people she had worked with. These moments were filled with both pride and nostalgia, as she came to terms with how much time had passed and how much the industry had changed since her peak years. Final reflections and legacy of a comedy icon. In her final years, Lucille Ball remained deeply aware of her place in entertainment history. Her last interviews revealed a softer, more reflective side, shaped by decades of experience in front of and behind the camera. When asked about her legacy, she expressed a simple desire to be remembered for making people happy. This statement captured the essence of her life's work more clearly than any award or achievement. Even as her health declined, she maintained her trademark humor and warmth, showing the same spark that had made her a star decades earlier. Her passing in 1989 marked the end of an era, but her influence continued to grow long after her death. I Love Lucy remains one of the most beloved television shows in history, studied and enjoyed by new generations. Lucille Ball's legacy is not defined by sorrow or controversy, but by her ability to transform struggle into laughter and create joy that outlived her. She remains a symbol of resilience, creativity, and the enduring power of comedy.